Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second game in a doubleheader. We are broadcasting to you live from the beautiful and picturesque southern shores of New York City, the one and only town without pity, Staten Island. Stand up and represent. We've got a doozy of a broadcast on hand for you this afternoon, as it's the 8th grade girls A semifinal championship between Sacred Heart and Our Lady Star of the Sea. A highly coveted and anticipated matchup, and one that we anticipate will come down to the wire. I'm Danny Chanod. I'll be providing play-by-play this afternoon on behalf of Nobody Cares Sports Network, working with Local Live. And joining me for color commentary in the booth is College of Staten Island women's basketball's own Ashley Lambert and Coach Eliot Wilson. Welcome back, everybody.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, and we are back for Game 2, Sacred Heart versus Our Lady Star of the Sea. Sacred Heart is led by Coach Joe Neer and Coach Mike Fodor, and Our Lady Star of the Sea is led by Coach Aaron Goldstein. Our referees today are Terry Downing and Ray Russinat.
That's right, E. I love when you provide that kind of clarity. And let me introduce you to these squads on the court. Our Lady Star of the Sea is wearing blue jerseys with blue shorts, and it is Sacred Heart wearing all white, and the Spartans of Sacred Heart control the tip.
And Kaden Neer runs the show for Sacred Heart. We will see a highly contested battle today.
McAllister with it, has the ball tipped out of her hands. A turnover to start the game off of the fingertips of Emerson Moore. Our Lady Star of the Sea will control.
The energy's already high, a little different from last game.
Absolutely, and Star of the Sea is led by Lela Goldstein, who's their point guard.
Star of the Sea with it now.
We're seeing some zone defense from both sides.
There's a three buried from downtown from Ariana Caruso.
That was a tough shot in the corner.
It'll be Sacred Heart looking to respond down the other end, and a foul called on the baseline, our first of the afternoon.
Listen, this game is highly contested already, and you're gonna see some real action in this game.
This is OLSS.
Okay, cool. Just his father with it, sending it right side.
Got some suffocating defense by OLSS right now.
Kaden Neer with it now, working with her left hand, leaving it top of the key. Some perimeter passing here, and then a swipe attempt at the steal turns into a foul charged against Caruso. This girl's a baller, Caruso. You could see her being tenacious on defense and aggressive on offense.
Right.
Here is a three from the corner to try and equalize this game. Comes up just a bit short. Caruso with it the other way, leading the pack. Throwing it up, rejected by the rim. It'll stay Star of the Sea basketball.
Fodor with a good contest right there. She's rocking at number 12. Her father, the more Maverick legend, Mike Fodor.
And she said her favorite part about playing basketball is the competition. But we could see that, the way she just ran back on that defense.
Pristevic inbounds cleanly. Valentina Lee, a name we're familiar with. She, of course, was our MVP in the IS-34 championship as Caruso bags another from downtown in the same spot.
No hesitation.
Yes, a 6-0 lead early on here for Star of the Sea. We'll see how Sacred Heart responds. A three from downtown won't go. They get an offensive board, throwing it up and in, their first bucket of the game. Emerson Moore getting money.
Sacred Heart not making their shots, but they're battling, competing, and you get a nice layup there. Sacred Heart in the 3-2 zone here.
A 3-second violation called. That's the first time I've seen that called all day.
I was going to say. He's calling that.
Forgot about that rule for a hot second, right?
Well, listen, 8th grade, we should kind of know better. Get in and out of the lane. It's not the couch.
Got to stay active down there.
Can't build a house in there.
Can't build a house in there. In and out.
Ball's working around the perimeter now. McAllister gains access to the paint, throws it up left side, won't go. Lee with it for Star of the Sea. She is a tall girl with a great handle. Rare to see someone with that size and poise at such an early age.
Absolutely.
It's definitely a gift.
Now Pristevic fires a long two that won't go. Trailing 6-2, Sacred Heart looking to answer.
And I love it. Coach Joe Neer is yelling at his team to push the ball, push the ball, push the ball. That's how we play. We push the ball. We want to run. We get a stop. We want to run. Let's go.
Let's shout out to the whole Neer family. That whole family just wants to run. You ever see Clubby, what he looks like lately?
Absolutely.
It's a
My
great
goodness.
kick out.
A three from the corner won't go. Lila Goldstein comes up with it for Star of the Sea, looking to go coast to coast. She is fouled in the process and head of the line to shoot two.
And she was applying pressure.
Yeah, she was determined to get down that floor.
Whew. My goodness.
I see on the other end, they're face guarding number 7 on Sacred Heart. Breslin,
Yes.
is she the main girl?
She can shoot it.
She's the main girl?
Yeah. Breslin can shoot it. She's one of their top players for sure.
Let's see.
So Lila Goldstein at the charity stripe.
Coach Aaron Goldstein will always come up with something. Coach Aaron Goldstein's been coaching a long time.
That's detail. That's good. That's great.
Wonder where she gets her energy. Her favorite food is acai bowls.
Ooh. And her favorite player is her brother. That is so cute. Aaron Goldstein. He plays for the men's team at my school. He's a great player. He's a bucket.
He's been Rookie of the Week a few times, and I'm hoping that he's the Rookie of the Year in the conference.
Definitely a candidate for that.
It was good insight, Ashley.
So Breslin.
I don't know who Aaron Goldstein is. Y'all
That's
so
his
bad.
that's her brother.
So Breslin was just over at the coach's talking to coach, getting her nose plugged, and now she's got the tissue in the nose.
Warrior.
You know what I'm saying? She's ready to go.
She's locked in.
She just hit 2 from the charity stripe as well. Knocks it down to a 1-possession game. 7-4 is our score.
Breslin.
And there is a turnover. Breslin comes up with it.
Breslin.
Battling the whole squad
Tipped
by
it in.
herself. Neer throws it up off the glass on a second chance effort. Won't go. Coming the other way. Star of the Sea with numbers. A shot from the right side won't go. Second chance board up and in for Lee.
Great job on the O board.
Crushing it.
Oh, we got a turnover.
So an errant pass sails out of bounds. Kaden Neer cannot handle it. With a running clock here in the first quarter of play, the scoreboard reads 4th, now it reads 1. I love when the announcer's jinx does that. Caruso back up top. Lee has it, top of the key, brings it back up top and resets the offense.
She can really handle the ball.
Really can. Goldstein back up. Caruso fires a 3. Won't go. Lee tries to save it. She cannot. Instead, she sends it right into the welcoming arms of Sam Fodder. Back down the other way with it. McAllister kicks it out. More, a 3. Won't go.
Press.
Second chance opportunity. Won't go. And Neer comes up with it for a third time. Sacred Heart will try to get a basket on this possession. Firing a 3 is Neer, and that comes up just a little bit left.
Just rushing a little too much on offense, just a little bit.
I like Sacred Heart's intensity on defense. I feel like they're like kind of rushing shots.
Yes. They have great energy, but a little slow on offense, and they should be fine.
Sacred Heart in a 1-2-2 here, looking for some traps.
Lee gets the ball, sending it right side, and that's a beautiful bucket from Melania Pristevic.
Lee a little shaken up on the play. Hope she's okay.
Let's see how Sacred Heart can respond. A 3 from downtown from McAllister won't go, and it'll be Our Lady Star of the Sea basketball.
We got any sponsors this game, Dan?
Oh, we got so many sponsors, and it's a good time for one with a timeout called on the floor. I want to give a shout-out to our friend Rose Bruno of Ed Bruno Realty coming on as a sponsor of today's games. Her girls, of course, were a part of the St. Charles action today, but more importantly, Rose is a proud member of the sports community here, basketball-wise. She runs a great realty organization, family-run, so if you need anything in the business, make sure you reach out to Rose 917-365-5652.
If you need a crib or you selling your crib, holla at Rose. She got you.
That is exactly what she wanted said on the air. Good job, E. Yeah, correct, yeah. She said those exact words. If you need a crib or you're selling your crib, right, hit her up.
You got to hit her up. That's it.
Is that
Been
Coach
going through my
Rose?
emails?
Rose that
Yes.
coaches basketball.
Yes.
Me and her go way back. Staten Island Academy days.
Yes, even.
Yes.
Well, with 1:50 remaining here in the first quarter of play, it's it's Sacred Heart trailing to Star of the Sea. It's a 7-point game now, but it seems a lot closer than that. As you mentioned, there's some rush shots coming from Sacred Heart. They haven't really quite found their rhythm on offense, but defensively, they're shining.
Right. They're getting their hands on tip balls, and they are scrambling. They're just not converting. And Caruso hit 2 big threes, and that's 6 points right there.
Yeah. They're definitely making Star of the Sea work hard for their points.
Now on
Nothing's
the other
easy.
end,
All right, now we're in a little man-to-man here.
Lee
Okay.
fires a long three. That one from Tottenville won't go. McAllister brings it across the timeline.
Good
Stop
stop.
pop from the free throw line. Won't go. Gets her own board. Throws it up one more time. Soft touch goes in.
So Coach Neer goes to a man-to-man now. Now they're in man-to-man.
And they're picking up
I like
No.
this.
in the full court.
Fodder getting Prestevic. Lee with it, working left side, driving the lane, and she is fouled.
Lee is not backing down.
And she's talking to her teammates. She's keeping them involved and engaged.
With an athlete like Lee, what do you think her favorite food is?
I don't know.
I'll tell you, it's the best of both worlds, Ashley. She likes surf and turf.
Ooh, I was thinking steak. I don't know. That's crazy you said that. I don't know why.
Hey, next time, just shout it out. No
I
wrong
should.
answers.
I should. I was really thinking
There
steak.
it goes.
Ball's chipped away, and an opportunity here for Sacred Heart pushing. Step pop from the charity stripe. McAllister can't get it to go. Second verse, same as the first. And instead, Star of the Sea comes up with the ball and a foul.
That was a great block underneath the rim.
Sacred Heart's got to convert those. Those are the ones you got to make.
That would have made it a one-possession ball game less than a minute to go in the first. Instead, Star of the Sea looking to build on a 5-point lead. Lila Goldstein.
I was about to say, where's the shot clock? But I forgot.
Nope.
We don't got one of those.
She'll bring it across the timeline. Dribbles into a double, kicks it out for a three that won't go. Sacred Heart gets the board.
Ooh. She's got to lead her towards the basket. She threw it behind her. Turnovers have been the killer for Sacred Heart this quarter. So they got to pick it up here. They're backing in full court man-to-man.
And they're working hard on defense, so you can't say they're not getting stops. They got to reward themselves on the other end and take their time.
Ooh. Good
Wait.
move, but air ball. A little windy in there.
Great find.
Beautiful pass. McAllister throws it up, and she is not fouled. Called for a travel.
You think
with
that was a travel? I
1:44
don't know
to
about
go.
that one.
I don't know. I didn't think that was a
I
travel
didn't think it
either.
was either.
Oh.
Gotta talk to Mr. Russenack on
If
that.
he called there, we have absolutely no effect on this game.
None. Nobody cares.
Nobody does. Back to
Nobody
the action.
cares.
1:4 to go. They'll have to give it the old heave-ho, and it's not off in time. The score at the end of one full quarter of play. Sacred Heart trails to Star of the Sea 11-6. Back with the second quarter of action. Nobody cares. Shout out to my boy Scott from Too Many Topics podcast in the building. Just asked me if it's raining up here. No, I'm just sweating that bad, Scott. You already know.
So hot in here.
It's awful. Shout out to Sly Willis. Coming on as a sponsor of today's games. He's got his annual 28th annual this year. That's a historic number. It's his 3-on-3 games, August 17th and 18th, and he's come on as a proud supporter of our CYO semifinal games, not just today, but all weekend, dude.
The longest running 3-on-3 basketball tournament on Staten Island every summer for 2 days. They get together and, the community comes out and supports. He has, hundreds of teams that come out and play. It's a good day for a good cause. Shout out to my man Sly.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on board. Couldn't do it without your support. A 3 from deep downtown is cash.
And the nose is not plugged anymore.
You said she could shoot.
She could shoot it.
That's right. Lindsay McAllister buries one from downtown, makes it a one-possession ball game, the closest we've been since the opening moment. Good defense to cut off the lane there. The ball's thrown away. Picked up, coming down the other end. Emerson Moore can't finish. Breslin steals it back. McAllister throws it up, and we're all tied up at 11.
And it is the second quarter now, so we are going to heat up here. And Katie Neer is in her stance guarding Goldstein.
Now we got some energy from Sacred Heart.
It's amazing what happens when the ball goes through the hoop, right?
A chance to take the lead now for Sacred Heart.
Good pass.
McAllister with a beautiful pass left side. They can't get the bucket to fall. Ooh. A screen set deep on the other side.
That was a great screen.
Creates the separation. A 3 from the right corner won't go. Lee with the board. Throws up a wild shot with the left hand and gets it to go.
She's too little.
We getting spicy here.
She's too little.
My goodness, 13-11. Here's a 3 from downtown. It won't go for more. Star of the Sea comes up with the board, and Lee will slowly bring it across the timeline.
I love the energy.
You know what her favorite TV show is? Friends.
She don't got no friends on the other team right now.
That's right. Lee fires a 3, and a little windy in here right now as that one comes up way shorty.
It's all right. She was feeling herself. She needed that one.
I never truly like possessions where nobody else touches the ball.
So you don't like Steph Curry?
Especially if you don't make them. If you make it, okay.
It's all right. Lee's was working hard.
A lot of contact at half court, and it is a
really
foul.
Really physical for her. She's putting her all into this right now.
Oh, absolutely.
And, I mean, Lee looks to be a little hurt as she's holding her ribs. It's far too early on in the contest for her to be feeling
tired.
fatigued.
I know sometimes, you get that little stitch in the rib when you're tired. Because she's battling. She's banging bodies, grabbing boards.
The big floor effect.
Sam Fodder can't get it to go.
Yeah, Sacred Heart.
Oh, and we got to travel.
Fodder, I don't know. Her favorite food is Chick-fil-A. I've never had Chick-fil-A.
You never had Chick-fil-A?
And you get on me for the random restaurants you mentioned, but Chick-fil-A?
It's a little overrated.
Sorry, man.
Come on, Dan.
I know.
Goldstein.
That's like saying you never had McDonald's or something.
It's just, I'd rather eat at Jody's.
Like, what's Jody's? Like, what is that?
Oh, it's a sponsor of tomorrow's game.
Oh, we got a deep one.
Woo! From downtown! Ladies and gentlemen, Sacred Heart with their first lead of the game.
Savannah Breslin.
They stopped face guarding her, and now she's able to get her buckets. You know who her favorite player is?
Oh, Doctor, hold that dot as McAllister lays it up, and it won't go.
Savannah's a Jalen Brunson fan.
Oh, it's the second time we've seen that name today. Lee has it stolen from her, and a foul's going to be called.
Yeah, now we picking up.
And they're actually calling the foul against Valentina Lee. Mm-hmm. So it will be Sacred Heart basketball. Inbounding, left side of half court. 4:45 remaining in the first half.
There's a lot of intensity to this game.
Here is a deep three from Breslin.
Breslin said, y'all better come guard me.
Hello, looking like Ashley Lambert out there shooting that ball.
Like you telling them guard me.
Back to the action on the court, a 17-13 lead, the largest lead of the game for Sacred Heart. Shout out to referee Terry Downing in the house. Bookie was on the court going to get the information between games. He said he had a moment to talk with ref Terry Downing. He was at CSI High School this morning for games, and he rushed here to do the games here because he said nobody cares on the call, and it really meant something to him. So we appreciate you, Terry, getting here for these games. Ooh. 2 chances for Star of the Sea to get a bucket, and they come off empty. Mr. Momentum has officially changed his address, as it's Sacred Heart looking to build on a 4-point lead, approaching the 4-minute mark in the first half.
Good flash.
Caden Neer kicks it out. Emerson Moore buries one.
That's 3 threes to open the quarter. 3 threes to open the quarter. 9-point swing here.
It is now a 7-point lead. The largest lead of the game for either team.
Got some high ball screen action.
Sending into the corner, Caruso, a beautiful pass into Lee. She can't handle it. Last touch is off of the Spartans.
Aaliyah Monroe with good post defense. Her brother is Jarrell Monroe from St. Peter's.
Rookie, could you take a picture? And you know Sacred Heart is a proud sponsor of the games this weekend with us as well. And they're showcasing their talent right now in this 8th grade girls basketball game. They've got kids playing in all divisions all weekend.
Shout out to Tommy Corson over at Sacred Heart. Does a great job with the program.
Doing it big for North Shore basketball.
We love it.
Bookie, take a picture of us. Good job, pal.
We love a selfie. It's
Fire,
not,
by the way.
It's not technically a selfie.
Oh, we
though.
got to do a selfie.
You know what I mean? It's not a game if we're not taking a selfie.
All right. Good.
There you go.
There you go.
That's a selfie.
Take it, E.
Emerson Moore missed the last 2 free throws, and we got a jump ball here. And we have Star to See ball. So Sacred Heart is on a 10-0 run here, and let's see if Star to See can get back into this. Goldstein with the ball. Over the lead.
Setting a high pick and roll.
That's a travel right there.
A little bit of a frustration play. All right, we'll do
Monroe with great defense there to stay with her.
sideburns. Oh.
And Leandra Hamilton, I love the fro.
Come on, man.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. You glitched.
Good. Aaliyah.
Great move.
Ooh.
That was a great move.
You can tell she's worked on that.
Nah, we were crazy.
Up the sideline.
Crazy. Well, then you can't post that one, Dan. Okay, with the Euro step.
Melania Prestivic going to the line. Shooting 2.
You got some numbers on her?
I got her favorite player.
Take it.
Take a guess.
All time or a current player?
CC. initials CC.
Nothing.
Plays for Iowa.
Caitlin
Again? Wow.
A fan favorite.
That's a fan favorite.
I mean,
I wasn't expecting Jalen Brunson and Caitlin Clark today, though.
I'm surprised at Jalen Brunson. I didn't know a lot of people.
pay attention.
Right.
But if your daddy's a Knicks fan and your
Yeah,
mama a Knicks fan,
100%.
that means you watching the games
That
in the
is
crib.
true.
Definitely.
Because I know I am. My father, every night, every
In
time
this
they
house, we like Jalen Brunson. You understand?
Big G got that Knick game
playing,
on.
all day. The Knicks or the Nets. One
Back
or
to the
other.
action on the court. Hamilton working left side. Tries to throw it up, and she is blocked by tenacious defenders in the paint. And now a turnover out the other way. Breslin fires a three from the corner. It won't go, and a hard foul on the offensive rebound and shot attempt.
Caden there, hanging around the basket, cleaning up, doing all the dirty work.
They've been getting themselves some extra opportunities, grabbing offensive rebounds.
So Caden there at the line, shooting two.
I don't understand, E. It's got to be good.
Got to be better.
That's so much better. E. Crushed it. Good boy. So we find ourselves in a bit of a stalemate. We had a lot of scoring to start this contest and stalling here late in the first half.
So Sacred Heart's on a 10-1 run here. It's a quiet one, though,
Absolutely.
but they're up a touchdown.
It's a great save by Goldstein.
Valentina Lee with it now. Handing it up top for Stevic. Goldstein working around a high screen. Access to the paint. Beautiful move with the scoop. Won't go. Lee gets the offensive board, throws it up, and a foul now after the shot attempt.
It's a lot of contact.
A lot of contact, but you know, like as a post guy, when you put the ball down on the floor in the paint,
Yep, you're gonna get the swipes.
you're gonna get the swipe.
Everyone's gonna come for that.
the little guards are always down there, so we
They always
tell
teach them
you,
to keep the ball high, right?
right? Catch high, finish high.
Good defense. by
Hamilton
Sacred
gets
Heart.
the steal. Throws a beautiful outlet pass just a little bit too far for Breslin. It's going to stay white basketball.
It was a great idea, though. I saw the vision.
I love Hamilton's
The
fro.
vision.
I saw the vision.
Unbelievable hairstyle.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Iconic. Black History Month.
Amen.
Because I got Schwarzrock as the greatest name all day, and Hamilton's got the best hair all day.
Absolutely.
The style's phenomenal. With 5 seconds to go here in the first half, Star of the Sea desperately needs to get a bucket on the board at the buzzer, and it won't go.
So
That was a
definitely,
great half.
definitely been a tale of two quarters there.
Unbelievable half. We have a 3-minute halftime. You're tuned in right now on Local Live. Shout out to our friends Kevin, Chris, everybody in the studio. This is Nobody Cares Sports commentary from our network. No religion, no politics, just feel good local sports vibes. You having fun?
I'm having a great time.
Having a blast.
Dope. We're having so much fun. Ashley, you weren't even supposed to be here today.
I know.
Welcome to the halftime show, everybody, where we roast Ashley. She was going to say she had practice.
I did,
And
and
she
then it
hit
got
me
moved.
up and was like, hey, practice got moved. And I was like, well, the game's in like 5 minutes. What are you doing?
I ran
Get
over
down
here.
here.
She
Man.
pulled up. You know.
I mean, shout out to
show
your
out.
hair and makeup team. You look, like you you didn't practice basketball today.
Listen, this is Division II basketball here. So like, you know what I mean?
serious
Like
folks.
she
Well, I got
came.
the hair up in a bun.
Yeah, she's.
I look a mess. I look crazy.
Nah, thank God he ain't got the camera up there, right?
I know. Yo, when I walked in and there was no camera, I was like, ooh.
It's just audio. If you want to see what we all look like, we'll post one of our 1,000 selfies.
Yeah, y'all gonna
on
see it
Instagram
anyway.
today. Well, we're going to take a short break. We're a couple minutes away from the second half of action. Sacred Heart with a 7-point lead over Our Lady Star of the Sea. And I'm telling you right now, Ashley, our broadcast booth is powered by who?
You asked me last time and I didn't know.
You remember? Tell me.
Main Street Coffee.
Welcome back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Second half about to be underway from the beautiful, picturesque southern shores of Staten Island, specifically St. Joseph by the Sea High School, located in Huguenot. Star of the Sea, not far from this location. As a matter of fact, Star of the Sea is just like
a 5-minute drive.
Yeah, it's
5-minute
right up the block.
drive. So this is a home game for Our Lady Star of the Sea. Sacred Heart is the ones invading enemy territory from the north and showing out so far.
We've had 2 great quarters. The first quarter, Star of the Sea came out on fire, and then the second quarter, Sacred Heart said, we punching back, and they crawled their way back to now have a 7-point lead. Wow. It's a little contact on that 3.
A little bit of contact. This has been a feisty game. As he mentioned in the opening moments, it was getting spicy.
Spicy. And you know what? That just tells, both coaches are super competitors. Coach Goldstein, Coach Neer, super competitors. So I know that their girls are going to compete.
Great find.
Breslin.
Bang, bang. Na. From downtown, 24-14, their largest lead of the game.
Is that her third 3?
That's her third.
Her third?
Oh, good
A
hands.
turnover now. The Spartans come up with it. Star of the Sea puts on the brakes and stops that fast break.
It's a good idea by Goldstein. She's got to be strong with that ball. She's going to get in the lane.
Oh, a kick to the corner. The 3 won't go. Tipped out. Second chance board is buried from the left elbow.
Breslin is on fire.
Honestly, do you know what NBA Jam is, Ashley?
No.
No,
Oh,
I
wow.
don't think so. What is it?
You're aging yourself, Dan.
I hurt. I just can't even speak. I just hurt.
Well, now you got to tell me what it is.
It's a video game.
It's a video game.
Oh, then maybe I do know. Great move.
Lee finally getting something going for Star of the Sea. Their first points here in the second half. Oh, a drive, and then Lee with the big defensive block on the other end.
Great block.
And, she's fired up. Toss the ball
You
out
got
of
a lot
bounds
of
and
passion.
scream.
Yes,
Love it.
I love it. I love it.
Talking
She
to her
is directing
teammates.
traffic, telling people where to go. Breslin, beautiful pass in the paint.
Boulder.
Shot from the left side, underneath, won't go. Tipped away by the Spartans. They come up with the steal yet again. A 3 from Moore won't go. And now it's Goldstein and Star of the Sea. They got numbers going the other way. Goldstein going coast to coast. And she's going to be fouled in the process.
The intensity is definitely picking up in this
Good job
third
by
quarter.
Goldstein pushing the ball. Forcing Sacred Heart to have to make a decision.
Goldstein at the line, shooting 2.
Oh. It's so hard. I might already talked about it.
I think we did talk about it already.
We did.
I throw papers behind me. If you look behind us, it's just looks like the stock exchange in the 30s.
Little pressure here by Star to See.
It's a 9-point lead here for the Spartans, looking to
move.
build even more. Great move is right. Can't get the bucket to go. Guess who with the board? Valentina
Gotta
Lee.
get the ball up. There
She
we go.
gets triple team. She correctly gets rid of it to the open man. Goldstein losing it off her foot temporarily. A turnover. Spartans come up with it. McAllister, a beautiful pass.
a great pass.
Wow. Sam Fowler lays it up and in.
Folder with the finish.
Folder. Yeah, I'm going to have to send a fruit basket. Got it. Oh, Lee with a crossover. Back to the basket, left hand, can't get it to go. Gets her own board, is fouled on the shot attempt.
Help that girl out because she is working. She is working. She is working.
She's a warrior.
And some high school coach is going to be happy to get her in September.
What?
Absolutely.
I always say this all the time. If I was a high school coach, how are you not at every one of Valentina Lee's games?
I don't know.
Like, you coming to play with me next year, right? Like, you coming to my school, right?
Did you take the tax test? Did you take the tax test? Which is the 8th grade Catholic school test.
Oh, my. I didn't even know.
Yeah, I took one of those back in the day.
So rare misses from the charity stripe here. Goldstein gets the board, throws it up. And that's Cash, 28-19, back to a single-digit lead.
Star C's not going away. Good block.
Great block in the paint. Lee with another one.
There we go.
And we've got a foul here going against Star of the Sea. Get a little chippy out there.
It's intense. A lot of contact on both sides.
Well, breaking news.
Breaking news.
Valentina Lee is going to Staten Island Academy.
Hold the phone.
So shout out to Staten Island Academy. You're getting a good one there.
That is breaking news. Where do you get your news from, sir?
I am the sauce of the sauce.
Unbelievable. With a timeout on the floor, what a time for breaking news and a shout-out. Oh. The Lee family. He's right, though. I am starving. The Lee family were proud sponsors of the IS-34 championship games. They did the Year of the Dragon game MVP. Big supporters of Nobody Cares Sports, so we appreciate them heavily. As we are 4:30 to go here in the third quarter of play, as we mentioned, Sacred Heart, proud supporters of our games today, as well as the Sly Willis of 3-on-3 games, and Ed Bruno Realty, Rose Bruno and the family. We appreciate absolutely every single one of you. And to all of our official sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff without you, including our friend who's not listed on screen, Dave Fernandez. Dave is a tremendous asset to the Staten Island community. You don't even know. Without this man, today's broadcasts are not possible.
Oh, he was hustling this week, and shout out to him for that.
Oh, here's a steal for Sacred Heart, and then a quick foul. Goldstein says that's on me.
So we're looking at a trap here. Ooh.
Shout out to Dougie Elwell, tuned in, watching the game. His Poly Prep boys won last night. They're in the championship tomorrow.
Congrats, Doug.
Shout out to my man,
He
Doug.
coaches with my uncle.
Edgar?
Yeah, Uncle Edgar.
Uncle Edgar. Uncle
Congrats,
Edgar.
Uncle E.
Uncle E's a good coach. Intense.
Love that man. Caruso in the corner.
Spartans have it now. It's still a 9-point lead. A bit of a stall on the offensive points here.
There we go.
A three from the corner now won't go. Lee gets the board. And it's Star of the Sea that looks to bring it across the timeline quickly. Goldstein working alone in traffic. Throws it up off the glass. It won't go in.
They needed that one.
Gotta make a
Floater
left.
sends it up. A beautiful pass. Passing up the three. And a dime into the paint for the easy bucket.
That's
Caden Neer.
That is the 4-point swing right there.
We're in a little bit of a drought, Star to see on the offensive end.
And for Sacred Heart, this matches their largest lead of the game at 11.
So it looks like they got a box and one on.
Talk to me, E. What happened there?
Caden Neer is guarding Goldstein and was just blasted by number 2 on the screen. But they
Ran into a brick wall.
They call it a moving screen.
Okay.
Was it a moving screen?
Stop, pop, three from way downtown. Goes off the shot clock that is not running with 2:35 remaining in the third quarter.
Star to C needs a bucket bad.
Sure enough, do. Just try to get some ball movement. Try to find a good shot.
So as soon as it seems like as soon as Goldstein gives the ball up,
Oh,
she's not
here's
allowed
a
to get it back.
Star of the Sea.
Block.
And they had an opportunity there, but a great block defensively from Breslin, doing it all tonight.
Shooting threes, getting rebounds, tying it up. Breslin has come as advertised as one of the best shooters on the island.
We talk about this girl, Ariana Caruso, balling out here for Star of the Sea as the floater from the left side won't go for the Spartans.
Great rebound.
It's not often that you see a football player referenced as a favorite athlete for a basketball player.
Okay. So who's up
But
there?
for Ariana Caruso, her favorite athlete is JJ, Justin Jefferson, wide receiver from the Minnesota Vikings.
Not a bad
Don't
find
ask
there.
me about football.
Nothing, huh?
JJ can play.
Does not
JJ
ring
can
a bell.
ball. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
We'll make it ball out.
No matter who's the quarterback.
Didn't he invent like a touchdown celebration or something?
Well, he made the gritty extra gritty.
I got you. Star of the Sea still trailing by 11. 2 missed from the charity stripe, trying to capitalize the other way. That was a bucket they badly needed. Instead, it's going to be White coming across. Breslin, double teamed in the corner, pulls it back out. 1:30 remaining in the third quarter. Going all the way around the defense herself.
Gotta hold on to the ball.
Shooting it up and missing, and last touched here by Star of the Sea.
Lead with another block.
Was she got like 6 or 7? Looking to get it in now. They do cleanly. McAllister. Now left side. Fodor kicks it into the baseline. Fodor gets it back, fires a 3, and buries it.
Stunting like a daddy, stunting like a daddy. She was stunting like a daddy.
Just hold up.
Don't kill me.
It is now a 14-point lead. That is their largest of the game. 59.8 seconds to go. I'm in the booth with Ashley Lambert. Chinese Bookies running stats doing a terrible job. I appreciate you, buddy. I'm Danny Chanod. What do you got? Oh, no, yeah, he's fired. I'm Danny Chanod from Nobody Cares Sports Network. We appreciate absolutely every single one of you in the community. We're out here doing 2 games today. This is our second one. Tomorrow we've got 4 games from St. Peter's Boys High School. Eliot Wilson, you're going to be on the call there, and Ray Palma joining us in the booth.
I'm very, very, very excited to be working with my brother tomorrow. We got a big practice tomorrow morning as we prepare for our quarterfinal game against Brooklyn Tech at Brooklyn Tech. So shout out to my New York boys.
Good luck.
I hope y'all getting some rest today because we getting at it tomorrow morning.
It's the last thing you want to hear from your coach.
Right. Baseline.
Hope you're enjoying your Saturday.
We getting at it
Tomorrow
tomorrow.
it's over.
We getting at it tomorrow.
Oh, man. Let them enjoy that Call of Duty.
And shout out to all the teams still playing in the playoffs. PSEL and Catholic School.
So much going on this weekend, eh?
Right. So shout out to all the teams out there. Moore, St. Joseph Hill girls. Peters is playing today, I think.
And the St. Joseph CJV is playing tomorrow.
Right.
At Christ the King. They play Scanlon in the championship.
Right. So we got teams playing in the championship. So whenever it's playoff season, it's Staten Island versus everybody. So shout out to all the teams playing in the high school championships and playoffs. So bring it home, bring it home, bring it home.
Still playing. You must be doing something right.
That's right. All right. So we back to live action, and Star to C needs a bucket in a worse way right now. They need a bucket here.
What do you got? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Under a minute to go. You said it. They need one in the worst way is right. Pristevic looking for the open man. She finds Goldstein. Now they swing it across the court. Caruso fires a 3. That's partially blocked by Breslin. McAllister has it. Finding the open man. Breslin throwing it up. Off the glass. No. Beautiful offensive rebound and shot goes in for Aaliyah Monroe.
Monroe.
I like Monroe.
Monroe is a tough.
Ooh! Oh my!
Ooh.
If she would have kept her feet planted, I think she would have drawn the charge there. But instead, Monroe's going to be charged with the blocking foul, and it was Breslin, who hit the deck hard. And she seems like a tough girl. She's laughing as she limps away.
But let's talk about that move down there by Aaliyah Monroe. Like, that was a tough move.
On an offensive rebound, too.
Absolutely. What do you say? O-board.
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 On the O-board.
Yeah.
Well, this is where you got to get your money. We talk about
That's
this all
it.
the time. The clock is stopped. This is free. Got to make them count.
Man, AB always says it's free. So let's go, Goldstein. Let's get one more in there.
There you go.
There you go. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe.
All right, you're down
20 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Down 2 touchdowns. Let's work.
Good trap here along the boundary. They finally get it across the timeline.
Great find.
Oh, what a pass.
Great find.
Monroe, back-to-back buckets for her. 37-21. They're running away with it at the end of the third quarter of play. We got one more quarter to go here from St. Joseph by the Sea. It's Sacred Heart up big over Our Lady Star of the Sea. Who we brought to you by
Main Street Coffee.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Chanod, Eliot Wilson, and Ashley Lambert on the call. Fourth quarter of action about to be underway here from St. Joseph by the Sea High School, located in Huguenot on the south shore of Staten Island. Absolutely beautiful facility hosting today's events. There's semifinal games running all day, and we're just lucky enough to be broadcasting the girls' 8th grade A.
Shout out to Coach Elias, Coach Cortez, Coach Slusak out here at St. Joseph by the Sea, offering up their facilities. It's a great day for basketball.
And these teams are playing hard, getting to it. A lot of contact, a lot of back and forth.
Coaches, I'm going to ask you, if you're Star of the Sea, you've been running your offense through Valentina Lee, and that's very much a half-court set. As you go to this fourth quarter, are you looking to change your offensive strategy a bit, or are you going to continue to feed that system?
I feel like we should feed it more. I feel like we're struggling to get the ball down there without a turnover or a tip-in. You know, the possessions could be a lot cleaner. So I feel like they need to focus on that in order to get some good possessions and good shots.
And they force a turnover here and a jump ball as Monroe goes in to dive. And do we have a foul call or a jump ball?
I think Monroe, when it's all said and done, she might be a 6'2" or 6'3". Like, she's tall.
Yeah. And she's long.
Right. Like.
So that was impressive. The line moved on the court. And I can't even explain it to people. The half-court line is on a rotating cylinder that somehow moved. Terry Downing had to come over and fix the line. Good.
Great find.
McAllister throwing it up left side. The ball's deflected out of bounds. Less than 8 minutes to go here on the final quarter of play. Breslin finding the open man. Now the extra kick to the corner.
Pass.
A long two-ball won't go. Monroe battles for the board, throws it up and fouled.
That activity, that length. You know, like
putting yourself to be in the right position at the right time, though, and capitalizing.
She's jumping for them boys.
Right, she's getting up off the floor.
Mm-hmm. Do we got a high school check on Monroe?
Oh, we just did. I just feel that you're thinking way too highly of our stats department.
I don't know. E might know. He knows a lot of gems that we don't know.
Not yet, but I will make sure to get one.
Oh, yeah. I bet you 5 he does not get it. Don't you do it to me.
You better find it right
On
now.
roll, gets it to go. Talk about a 6-man coming off the bench and making her impact on this game. Ashley, how do you feel about her play? Monroe? Crushing it?
I love every part of her game. She showed amazing effort on both sides of the floor. Her length, everything is just great. Her athleticism.
Oh, stolen and then
she knows
stolen
exactly
right back.
how to use it every time.
Star of the Sea with it. Off double steals. Lee has it top of the key. Under 7 minutes to go. Stop, fires a 3 from the left wing, and it won't go.
See, those are the possessions I feel like we can get a better shot.
And a lot of contact here as it's McAllister who kind of got whacked in the face accidentally.
Can I have my $5?
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Doug.
Uh-oh.
All right, on the next break, I'm going to let you say where Monroe's going to high school. And there is a long 2 buried.
Kaden there.
She's got a sweet shot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she does.
She didn't rush that time either, and that way, and that's why she made it.
Goldstein with it. The kick to the corner. Caruso fires a 3. Off the mark. Shot from the right side. Prestevic can't get it to go. Coming the other way now. McAllister throws it up with the left hand, and she's fouled. Go to the line to shoot 2.
Sacred Heart is running and running and running, and they have
Applying a lot of pressure.
and that's why it's the score that it is now.
And I know it's a 20-point game, but watching it doesn't feel like it because both teams are going very hard.
That's that announcers thing we're talking about. Now it's officially a 20-point game.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's kind of got out of hand, though. Like it's been a game the whole time, as you mentioned. It doesn't feel like it.
Doesn't feel like it. The only thing.
but they've been
advice-
scoring like
Yes.
chips.
Yes.
Stop.
And
Score.
threes.
Right, and threes.
And threes. Trying to beat threes with 2s. But I feel like LA Star of the Sea just needs to do a better job of getting some cleaner possessions.
The kick to the corner, rejected by the backboard. Sam Floater with it, kicks it over. McAllister, she brings it across the timeline. Kaden Neer with it now. 5:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. Monroe kicks it up top. The extra pass to the corner. A 3 is buried from downtown.
That's a 4.
Savannah Breslin getting her money.
We need a stat check on Breslin.
Oh, my.
Bookie, where you at?
He's
Great
over.
move.
He said he wants General Tso's chicken like 2 quarters ago.
He's checked out. I'm hungry too.
I know. He's not allowed to talk about food no more.
I'm starving. Great find.
Oh, the extra pass. Beautifully done. Moore lays it up, and Monroe lays it up and in.
By the future Notre Dame Gator.
Oh, E dropping knowledge.
Really?
Seeds on us today.
My man, Coach Bobby D, is getting a crew coming in.
I mean, shout out to you, E. Really, that's how you do get races. And I'm sorry, Ashley, but I didn't know you were coming, so there was no snacks. I told you that if you came, there would be snacks.
You did promise
and you
me
didn't,
snacks.
You know, so then.
That's because Doug's not here and bringing cookies and
Word.
stuff.
Bro, he's got a problem. Doug has
Whole
a
pack
cookie
of
problem.
cookies.
Oh, stolen here. Goldstein
The hustle.
not giving up on this game as they get the timeout successfully called into the corner. Star of the Sea looking to make their adjustments here. And, you know, with the timeout, I mean, is sometimes I wonder about why there's no DJ in here right now.
I know, it's quiet.
Like, on a timeout, The fans are so respectful of one another, and it's so lovely to see that. There's no bickering back and forth, and it's really beautiful sportsmanship across the board. But at the end of the day, the environment on timeouts in here is wild because I can hear my inner thoughts.
It's like a tennis match.
If this game was close, this place would be jumping right now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that is true. That is true. There is a little gap in the score.
Right. I understand.
I guess.
No. But
still.
Listen, again.
Thank you for being an excellent color commentary guy and telling me what's going on with the game. I'm like, it's quiet in here. What's happening? You're like, Danny, scoreboard. Got it.
But Star to See has fought. They haven't backed down. They haven't made shots, and
that's really been the case. Their defense has been great,
right.
And they're playing an extremely similar game to Sacred Heart.
Right.
As you mentioned, sometimes rushing your shots, and they've been looking for the foul to be called sometimes instead of finishing the play, and out of frustration, those 4 and 6 point swings really burn you in critical moments.
Like
Absolutely.
They shot poorly from the field, and Sacred Heart's made threes.
Lee fires a 3 from the corner. She can't get it to go. Instead, she gets her own rebound.
Look at that.
Fires it up and is fouled. Okay.
That's a tough one.
Tough one.
Yeah, they're
That was
both
a tough
battling.
one. That was a tough one.
Leandra Hamilton checking back into the game.
The best hair on Staten Island right now.
Unbelievable. She's got the Andre 3000 from Semi-Pro. Unbelievable.
I watched that last night.
Unbelievable movie.
It's one of the best.
Got traded for a washing machine. So back-to-back buckets from the charity stripe.
Everybody love everybody.
ELE. As we approach the 4-minute mark. Oh, beautiful pass. That is a hard foul from Valentina Lee.
And that's the competitive spirit of Valentina. Like, no layups.
Nothing's easy.
And Monroe going up strong.
Right.
So
Props to Monroe just popped right up, though.
She's like, I'm good.
she's a
All right.
Monroe.
I'm good.
She's a Monroe.
It's a name that holds a lot of weight on this court.
Listen, her brother is one of the star forwards for St. Peter's. Her father was a big man at Port Richmond back in the days. Like, it's in the blood.
The lineage. The first from that charity stripe is no good. Same for the second, and a chase down rebound from McAllister.
Giving it back down.
Oh, Monroe gets an opportunity again. Just can't get it to go with the unfriendly bounce.
It's a great move. That's the same move we saw her do before.
That's
like you
right.
said, she in the gym. You could tell.
We have Lee
Stoppage
bringing it
in
across the
play.
timeline and a stoppage in play. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Looks like we got a timeout on the court. Getting a lot of information here via text message. Goldstein's going to C. Can you owe me $5 for me knowing that?
I knew that already.
Oh, you knew that already. I got you. I understand completely now. We want to give a shout-out to our friends at Qualitech Computers. Adam Minoni, he's the official technology supplier of the Nobody Cares Sports Network, as well as shout-out to our friends Jimmy Max, located on Watchdog Road, Jay's on the Bay, Century Waste Services, Joe LeBron and his team of real realtors. You know, it's almost Staten Island St. Patrick's Day. You want to grab a pint of Wolfhound Nitro from our friends at Flagship Brewery and maybe get a free estimate from our friend Damian McCaig. DPM, all phases of interior and exterior contracting. As a matter of fact, get 10% off from any sponsor of Nobody Cares when you call and say Nobody Cares.
And there's Breslin.
Breslin throwing it off the glass, can't get it to go. Star of the Sea comes up with the board and is called for a travel in the process.
We now see Lee off the floor.
Oh, absolutely beautiful feed.
Monroe. Impact.
Monroe to Hamilton. And you see what happens when Lee's off the court. There was nobody home there to defend that inbound pass.
Actually getting some ball movement now by Star of the Sea.
This is Sacred Heart has done this, like, it's called death by 1,000 cuts, because it doesn't look like they've blown them out,
right?
But it's 24.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a decent amount,
right? Like,
a decent amount of points.
You know, and you look at the score like, wait, you're watching the game. If you're not paying attention to the
you
score,
you
wouldn't know that this game was at 24.
Right.
You know, but shout out to Coach Neer for, you know, pushing his kids, and you know, they made it.
And they made their shot. They knocked down their shots.
They made the 3-ball. Right. They made the 3-ball, and Star of the Sea didn't.
100%.
And Breslin's been cooking all night.
The whole night. We need a stat check on her. Player of the game.
I mean, was she the one that had a bloody tissue in her nose to start the game?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I mean, what a start. I mean, you get hit in the chops, you know, you start bleeding, and you think, oh, maybe I shouldn't have played basketball today. Nah, she balled out.
Nah, she's balling.
Under 3 minutes to go in the final quarter of play. Our Lady Star of the Sea season could be coming down to an end here. As that shot attempt is blocked, but a foul called in the paint. So it'll be Lila Goldstein going to the line.
That's a pretty name. Never heard of that before.
Lila?
Lila.
Lila?
Lila?
Lila.
That's pretty.
Lila. Cash. Well, I've seen crazier things take place in sports, so if you're watching right now, keep it locked, because you might see something wild to finish this game.
Star of the Sea still applying pressure.
Applying pressure. Full court
still
press.
playing, like, you know, like shout out to them. Like I said, Ashley and I said, they're not making shots, and you got to make shots to win games. So, you know, we say defense wins championships. You're right.
Put that ball in that hoop.
You got to put the ball in the hoop more than the other team.
Got to put that ball in the hoop.
I want to give a shout-out to our friends, Bobby and everybody at the Staten Island Mavericks organization, coming on as proud supporters of this weekend's semifinal basketball games. There are 16 teams over there in the Staten Island Mavericks, 14 years in existence, and they're led by a bevy of tremendous coaches here in the Staten Island community. A big shout-out to Bobby Hart and everybody over there. We 1,010% appreciate you guys. Gym is wild right now. This gym is wild right now, Ashley.
This might be one of the most quietest gyms I've ever been in.
But you come back, and, you know, next week in championship day, championship weekend, it'll be rocking and rolling at Monsignor Farrell.
That's a wild environment, eh?
Absolutely.
It's like Staten Island's own version of March Madness.
And we love it here.
That was a good analogy.
Thank you. And we do it again and again. Turnover. Come on, ref. I'm trying to do a broadcast here. Goldstein receives the inbounds. Sheds it up top. Caruso now back left side. Prestevic feeds it to Goldstein in the paint. Turnaround jumper, no. Rebounded and blocked.
It's a great block.
Monroe with the block. I mean, that was all ball you could hear from up here.
And even though Sacred Heart's up 20, they're still playing just as hard.
Oh, what a move! Monroe laying it off the glass.
Looked like I am one.
A lot of contact there. Under 2 minutes to go. A deep three fired from way downtown. Won't go. And Sacred Heart with the ball has it now poked away.
They decided not to put Lee back in for the remaining of this quarter. I wonder why. Great find.
Great find is right. Comes up just short on the long two. Sometimes you just kind of concede as a coach and get some other players into the game. Lee battled all game. I think this is the first time she came out in the fourth quarter.
It was the first time.
Good pass.
Beautiful outlet
in transition.
pass. Woo! Can't get it to go. Hamilton now hustling back. 1 minute to go here in the fourth quarter as a foul's been called. On the drive, and Ariana Caruso headed to the line to shoot two.
She got hot early, and then, like I said, like the rest of the Starter Seek team couldn't put the ball in the hoop, and, so still the struggles continue.
Once Sacred Heart started going on their run, it's like Starter Seek's confidence started to kind of go down a little bit.
Right, especially when they started off at
they started off so high in the first quarter. Yes.
Yeah. But that's what we tell kids. The game is 4 quarters, not one.
And it's a game of runs. Each team is going to go on their run.
Right.
It's how you respond. That's going to determine how successful you are at the end of the game.
Right. It's a game of runs. You go on a run, we go on a run. Who's going to have the final run and who's going to get the stops?
Right.
So we're in the bonus here, and Kaden is going to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, we were spoiled before we got on today. There was a double overtime game before our broadcast began.
I mean, that was a wonderful played 6th grade game. And Starter C, led by Coach Bluchie McGlure, came back from down 10, and they won in overtime, in double overtime.
OT, yes.
In double overtime, and over Holy Family. And that was a great game. Shout out to both teams, though. Both teams played very hard.
The game.
There are games running here all day from St. Joseph by the Sea. Nobody Cares Sports. We're on the call for this is our final game of the afternoon. We encourage you to continue to support local sports here in the community. We'll be back calling games tomorrow at St. Peter's Boys High School. And as always, doing a lot of big things this spring, but nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Hamilton gets the inbound pass.
Starter still playing some full court pressure.
Yep.
Near's going to bring it across, and they should be able to hold here for the final possession of the half. Oh, instead it's a turnover. Going the other way. Star of the Sea, Prostevic with it. Stop, pop, fires, can't get it to go. Monroe gets the board for Sacred Heart. The outlet pass up ahead, 2 seconds, and Sacred Heart is going to the championship game where they are going to take on St. Charles. And
it is a repeat of the 7th grade championship where St. Charles won. And St. Charles is going for the sweep, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So, let's see what Sacred Heart game plans. They got a week to game plan and get ready.
That's going to be a good one.
A lot of history here. Ashley, we appreciate you coming on board for these semi-championship games. We hope you had a great time.
I had an amazing time, as always.
Always a good time. Eliot, we appreciate you every single step of the way.
We'll be back.
We'll be back tomorrow.
We'll be back.
Nobody cares.
We got to give a shout-out, obviously. A big shout-out to the Willis 3-on-3 basketball game. Shout-out to Ed Bruno Realty. Shout-out to Staten Island Mavericks. Shout-out to Sacred Heart going out here sponsoring our games this afternoon. And tomorrow, we got a full bevy of sponsors on deck coming out to support.